Hi Taurus, this is Tracy from Northeast Tarot and welcome to your February 2017 monthly tarot forecast. This is for Taurus Sun, Taurus Moon, and Taurus Rising signs. So Taurus, I will have the decks that I'm using for this reading listed below in the description bar. Excuse me. If you are looking for additional guidance aside from the monthly and weekly tarot forecast that I offer here on my channel, please head over to either Facebook or Instagram and follow me there because I do actually draw and upload a daily oracle guidance card every single day. If you are, of course, interested in a private reading, please head over to northeasttarot.com and read about how I offer my private readings. All right, Taurus. All right, Taurus, so the overall energy for you, Taurus, for the month of February, we do have the Wheel of Fortune here. This is wonderful. Great. This is wonderful, Taurus. So the Wheel of Fortune represents a cycle ending, a new cycle beginning. This is a very blessed, fortunate energy. So for some of you, Taurians, you could have been waiting for this wheel to turn. This is a lot of good fortune that's coming in for you in the month of February. This is very, very positive energy. It also represents karma. It does represent destiny. And I do feel like for many of you, this is something happening at the precise moment that it's meant to happen. So for some of you, there could be something happening here in the month of February that is definitely maybe divinely orchestrated. It's meant to come into your life at this time, Taurus. So great overall energy for you, Taurus. We are starting out with the moon here. We have the moon crossed by the Three of Wands. So for some of you, maybe you're experiencing this energy right at the start of February, or for some Taurians, you could be experiencing this energy at the end of January, because I'm filming this reading at the end of January. So we have the moon right at the center, so I definitely see a lot of very, very intuitive Taurians. So make sure that you're listening to your intuition. You also could be having some very vivid dreams at this time. The moon, for me, the moon's a tricky energy. It can be a more intense or a heavier, more emotional energy. So there could be some Taurians, because it's a general reading, that maybe find themselves a little bit more emotional, either at the end of January or the start of the month here. The moon represents the unknown. So for some Taurians, with the Three of Wands here crossing the moon, I think that there's either something that you're waiting on. There's something that either has already begun, you've been working very hard trying to get something to progress. Threes represent growth and expansion. So I think that for some Taurians, this is you dealing with a lot of uncertainty around a particular matter. So for some Taurians, you're trying to get something to move forward, but there's a lot of uncertainty there. So for some Taurians, you could be trying to get something off the ground with the Three of Wands. The Three of Wands can be either something taking root, something beginning, or, you know, you've already put a lot of time and energy and effort into something. You've been working very hard and you're waiting for your ships to come in. You're waiting for things to move forward or to get to the next level. So I think that for some Taurians, you're definitely experiencing some uncertainty when it comes to this. For a very small number of Taurians, this could be a situation involving three people. Now, that doesn't mean, you know, like a love triangle, not necessarily. It could be something involving family. It could be something involving business. But I definitely see many Taurians either trying to get something off the ground or waiting on your ships to come in, waiting for some sort of progress. But it could very well feel quite confusing with this energy. It could feel as though, you know, things are up in the air. For some of you. For other Taurians, this is you maybe really listening to your intuition. This is also a lot of creative energy. So if you're a Taurus that has been considering starting your own business or something like that, this is some great energy to work with. Now, at the foundation, we have the Queen of Swords. So this Queen of Swords can definitely be a friend or someone close to you. This can be a spouse. This could have been a person who was helping you with this situation. This can be a Gemini, Aquarius, or Libra individual that might have been quite significant. For other Taurians, this could have been an attorney or someone that works within the legal system. But I do feel like for some of you, this was your energy. With the Queen of Swords, she's very, very determined. This is a more serious, very focused energy. So I feel like for some of you, you were putting a lot of thought into something before maybe moving forward. And for some of you, it could very well be like a creative project or something that you're trying to begin here. And I feel like this was you maybe, yeah, definitely in the mind, planning out the details, very, very focused and determined when it comes to a particular matter. And then for other Taurians, I'm definitely getting maybe someone who works within the legal system. So this could have been an attorney for some Taurians. This could have been a character that was very significant at the foundation. The foundation is an energy that's already taken place. This energy has brought you to this energy that you're in now, Taurus. Sometimes it can be an ongoing energy. For those Taurians that this is your energy, I feel like it can absolutely be ongoing. And then for other Taurians, I feel like this is a character. This was a person that was significant in the past. Now, because I have the Ten of Cups in the more recent past, this could be a family member, this could be a spouse for some Taurians. The Ten of Cups very much represents marriage, but also family. For other Taurians, this is emotional abundance. So in the recent past, I see some really amazing energy around you, Taurus. Emotionally, I see many of you in a really, really good place. Yeah. Now we have the Hermit crowning you. So there could be a Virgo. There could be a Virgo individual that maybe you're thinking about because the Hermit represents the sign of Virgo. But I also see the Hermit represent an attorney. So because we have this Queen of Swords and now the Hermit crowning you, for some Taurians, you might have something legal going on. That could be why we have this Moon energy here. Something could definitely be up in the air. This could be you thinking about your attorney. Maybe your attorney is contacting you. Maybe you're thinking about contacting your attorney. There could be something going on here with a legal matter. Now, the Hermit also represents for some of you maybe some sort of enlightenment. I see the Hermit as a very spiritual, highly intuitive person. So for many Taurians with the Moon and the Hermit here, again, I see you very, very intuitive here in the month of February, especially at the start of the month. The Hermit also represents seeking that solitude. So there could be some Taurians that honestly you might be a little antisocial in the beginning of the month. Maybe you just want to spend some time alone. There's nothing wrong with that. So I see some Taurians maybe wanting to spend some time alone, maybe just simply wanting some peace and quiet, maybe wanting some time to just go within when it comes to a particular matter and listen to your intuition. The Hermit for me is also an enlightened soul. So, you know, again, because we have this Moon energy, I think that some Taurians are waiting on some sort of information or enlightenment to come through for you when it comes to a particular matter. You know, something that feels up in the air. Now, coming in around the second week, this could be that enlightenment coming through for some of you because we have the Knight of Cups here. So this particular Knight of Cups, this could be either an offer or information coming through. This could be a message. This could be information coming through. It's not always necessarily an offer. So for some Taurians around the second week, you could be receiving that clarity. For other Taurians, you could be receiving an offer. The Knight of Cups can be an offer of love, but not necessarily. This could be an offer coming through that makes you very excited, that, you know, makes you very happy. There could be some Taurians that this is maybe you presenting an offer to someone else. So for some Taurians, this could be you presenting an offer to someone. And then I do feel like for a very small number of Taurians, this could be maybe a Scorpio, Cancer, or Pisces individual. Yeah, Pisces is coming through very strongly, but for a small number of you, this could be a Cancer as well. So you might be dealing with some people here. This could be family members, or friends for some Taurians, but I do feel like for some of you, this is maybe a water sign individual that is coming through around this time. Maybe this person is bringing in some enlightenment for some Taurians, or some clarity when it comes to a particular matter. Now, in the position of your power, I have the Page of Swords. So this could be you, Taurus, honestly wanting to get down to the bottom of something, really wanting that enlightenment. I feel like for some of you, yeah, you want to get to the truth of the matter. There's something that you're trying to figure out here with this particular page here. Now, the Page of Swords simply does represent communication. This could also be some Taurians. This could be you speaking your truth. This could be you hearing the truth. There could be a very small number of Taurians that are dealing with some delays. Sometimes I pull the Page of Swords when news is delayed or messages are delayed. But even if something was delayed here around the second, third week, I feel like by the end of the month that those Taurians, you know, are relating to this energy in that way. By the end of the month, that clarity is coming in. So if you're a Taurus that is experiencing delays in the beginning of the month, maybe even up to like the second, third week, I feel like by the end of the month that clarity is definitely coming to you, and it's due to maybe this Wheel of Fortune, it's due to this wheel turning, and then also the energy that's coming through here at the end of the month. Now, what's interesting is in the position of how those around you, Taurus, are viewing you, I have Death. So this is a very powerful energy here. You have some very powerful energies in this spread. Now, Death represents, for some of you, it can represent something ending and then something else beginning. With Death, there's always a new beginning. This could be something ending. You know, it's creating that space within your life for something new to come in. And if something is ending, it's meant to end with this energy here. With Death, it also represents great change or transformation. So something could be ending the way that it once was. It's no more. It's transforming to maybe something better, Taurus. So this is not something negative here with Death. This is very positive. Maybe for some Taurians, this is what you've been waiting on. This could be what you were dealing or experiencing, I should say, excuse me, experiencing some confusion around this. Maybe you've been waiting on something to end or waiting on something to change or transform, Taurus. Now, in the hopes and fears position, I do have the Seven of Wands. So for some of you, maybe you've had to defend yourself. Maybe you've had to fight for what it is that you want. So this could be you fearing having to fight anymore, fearing having to defend yourself or stand your ground. For some Taurians, you might have had to stand your ground with what it is that you want. But this isn't happening. This is just in the hopes and fears position. For some of you, you're hoping to come through strong, hoping to come out on top when it comes to a particular matter. Now, the energy that you're leaving the month with, Taurus, and going into to March with, this is wonderful. We have the Ace of Swords here. So for those Taurians, especially that maybe information was delayed, you were seeking that enlightenment, this could be that enlightenment coming through right at the end of February here. This is clarity. This is you receiving the truth, cutting to the truth of the matter. This is also success. This is victory. This is victory after going down a very long road with lots of challenges. But I feel like for many of you, you're cutting to the truth of the matter. You're seeing things clearly. You know, you're finally coming through victorious with maybe something you've had to stand your ground with, or for some of you, maybe you've had to fight for this. But this is you coming through on top. This is you coming through strong. This is victory. And for some of you, that enlightenment coming through. Also for those Taurians that were dealing with a lot of confusion, this is you finally now being able to maybe cut through that confusion here. So overall, honestly, I think it's going to be an amazing month for you. With the Wheel of Fortune as the overall energy, things are happening very much at the moment or at the time that they're meant to happen. Also, this wheel is turning, so it is going to be a very blessed, fortunate month for you, Taurus. You might have a Virgo that's very significant. There could be some Taurians that maybe there's a water sign person that's quite significant, or even an air sign Maybe you are speaking with an attorney. You might have like something legal that's going on. Let me just see. You actually don't have any Pentacles cards, Taurus, which is very interesting for a Taurus. With the Wheel of Fortune here, I don't feel like financially it's going to be a bad month for you. I just don't think that that's where your focus is at. It is going to be a more emotional month for you, Taurus. But with that being said, I think it's going to be a great month for you. Definitely listen to your intuition. I see many Taurians, maybe even growing spiritually, growing intuitively. Family could be very significant this month. Yeah, so I think it's going to be a wonderful month for you, Taurus. So additional guidance for Taurus for February 2017. What else does Taurus need to know? Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs. February 2017. Okay, so we have 2 cards that just flipped out. And now, Taurus, I am pulling you a Romance Angel Oracle card. So focusing on love and relationships for Taurus. Additional guidance for Taurus in regards to love and relationships. All right, Taurus. All right, so the additional guidance cards that I have for you, Taurus, we have mediumship. You have the natural ability to connect with departed loved ones. Very nice, Taurus. So, I mean, this couldn't resonate more. We have the Moon, we have the Hermit. So I see many of you very intuitive, but also there could be some Taurians that you have that mediumship ability. So this is really nice. And then, interesting enough, we have cut your cords. Cut your cords. Ask Archangel Michael to clear any old attachments to fear that stem from past relationships, freeing you from destructive patterns. So, any sort of toxic relationships, or even for some Taurians that maybe you're doubting yourself, or you're stuck in like some sort of negative frame of mind, needing to release yourself, needing to free yourself from that no longer serves you. You need to cut those cords, which, interesting enough, to have the Ace of Swords as the final outcome and then have this come up. For some Taurians, that's exactly what you're doing maybe at the end of the month here. You need to release, you need to free yourself from that literally no longer serves you. So for some of you, it could be relationships. For others, you know, anything that's just no longer serving you, any sort of destructive behaviors as well. And then for other Taurians, we have mediumship. So this is beautiful. So you might naturally have that ability, Taurus. Now, the additional Romance Angel card that I have for you is playfulness. To recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. So for those single Taurians, you need to get out and about, you need to have fun, you need to play, and you need to flirt. And then for those partner Taurians, you need to have fun with your partner. You need to just incorporate some play, some fun into your relationship to maybe reignite that passion. You definitely need to play around more. Okay, so Taurus, I do hope that you found this reading helpful. I just want to wish you a very happy Valentine's Day, and I wish you a wonderful month of February. Take care.